Stop sharing this. 7 things you should never tell anyone. There is a quiet strength that comes from knowing what to share and what to keep private. In today's world, people often feel pressure to reveal everything about their lives, plans, struggles, money, relationships, and even their deepest thoughts. But wisdom teaches something different. Not everything deserves an audience. Some parts of your life grow better in silence, protected from doubt, jealousy, and unnecessary opinions. When you learn to guard certain areas of your life, you gain control over your energy, your direction, and your peace of mind. Many people lose opportunities, confidence, and respect simply because they reveal too much too soon. This video is about helping you understand the power of privacy and how it can transform your life. As you listen, think about the moments when sharing too much created problems that could have been avoided. Many of us have experienced situations where we told someone our plans or struggles, and instead of support, we received criticism, negativity, or unexpected obstacles. That is why learning what to keep private is not about being secretive or distant, it is about being wise. It is about protecting your growth and becoming more intentional about the way you live. If you enjoy content that helps you grow mentally, become more disciplined, and develop a stronger mindset, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This community is focused on self-improvement, awareness, and becoming the best version of yourself. 1. Your biggest goals and dreams. One of the most important things you should protect is your biggest vision for your life. Your dreams are personal, powerful, and fragile in their early stages. When an idea is new, it needs focus, discipline, and belief to grow stronger. Unfortunately, when you share your dreams with too many people, you expose them to opinions that may weaken your confidence. Some people might not understand what you want to achieve, and others might project their fears onto you. Many people give up on their dreams not because they lack ability, but because they allowed the wrong voices to influence them. When someone repeatedly hears doubts like, "That won't work, that's too difficult," or "People like you don't succeed in that," those words can slowly affect their mindset. Over time, doubt replaces belief. There is something powerful about quietly working toward your goals. Instead of announcing every idea, focus on building the foundation first. Develop your skills, create your plan, and move forward with determination. When results start appearing, people will see the evidence of your effort rather than just hearing your intentions. Another reason to keep your goals private is that talking about them too much can create a false sense of accomplishment. Sometimes when people talk about their plans repeatedly, their brain starts to feel rewarded as if progress has already been made. This can reduce the urgency to actually take action. True progress happens when you shift your focus from talking to doing. Your discipline should speak louder than your words. The reality is that people respect results more than promises. When your success becomes visible, it carries more weight than explaining it beforehand. Protecting your dreams does not mean you should never share them with anyone. It simply means you should choose carefully who gets access to that part of your life. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support growth and understand ambition. These are the individuals who will encourage you rather than discourage you. Your goals deserve protection until they become strong enough to stand on their own. 2. Your next move. One of the smartest habits successful people develop is learning to move quietly. Many people make the mistake of announcing their next step before they take it. They tell friends, acquaintances, and sometimes even strangers about what they plan to do next in life. But the truth is, not everyone needs to know your plans. When you reveal your next move too early, several things can happen. First, people may start giving opinions that create confusion. Some advice might come from good intentions, but too many opinions can make you second-guess your decisions. Second, not everyone around you wants to see you succeed. While this can be difficult to accept, it is an important reality. Some people feel uncomfortable when others grow or move forward. In some cases, they may try to discourage you or compete with you. Third, plans often change. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes opportunities shift direction. When you announce something too early and things change later, you may feel unnecessary pressure to explain yourself. Moving quietly allows you to stay flexible and focused. It gives you space to adjust your strategy without outside influence or judgment. Instead of talking about what you plan to do, channel your energy into making it happen. When the time is right, your results will introduce your next move to the world. People who truly understand strategy know that silence can be a powerful advantage. They prepare, build, and position themselves carefully before making any announcement. By the time others notice, the progress is already happening. This approach reduces distractions and keeps your mind focused on execution rather than approval. In many cases, the less people know about your plans, the smoother your journey becomes. 3. Your personal struggles. Everyone faces challenges in life. No one is completely free from difficult moments, emotional pain, or setbacks. However, one mistake many people make is sharing their personal struggles with everyone around them. Not everyone who listens truly cares. Some people listen out of curiosity rather than concern. Others may use the information later in ways that harm your reputation or confidence. That is why emotional wisdom is so important. Opening up is healthy, but it should be done with the right people. Trust should be earned, not given automatically. When you share your deepest struggles with people who do not respect your journey, you risk being misunderstood or judged unfairly. There is also another important aspect to consider. Constantly talking about your struggles with the wrong audience can keep you mentally stuck in those problems. Instead of finding solutions, conversations may revolve around complaints and negativity. Growth happens when you speak with individuals who encourage progress and understanding. These are people who listen without judgment and offer perspective rather than criticism. It is also important to develop inner strength. Not every problem needs to be shared immediately. Some challenges are best processed through reflection, learning, and personal development. When you handle certain struggles privately, you give yourself the opportunity to grow stronger without external pressure. Later, when you look back, you will realize that many of your toughest moments helped shape your resilience. Choosing the right people to trust is one of the most important decisions you can make in life. 4. Your financial situation. Money is one of the most sensitive topics in human relationships. Unfortunately, sharing too much information about your finances can change how people treat you. If people believe you have a lot of money, some may become jealous, while others might start expecting financial help. On the other hand, if people think you are struggling financially, some might treat you differently or underestimate your abilities. This is why many wise individuals keep their financial details private. Your income, savings, investments, and financial progress are personal matters. They are part of your journey, not something that needs public discussion. When people talk openly about money, it can sometimes attract unnecessary attention. It may create pressure from friends, family, or acquaintances who suddenly develop expectations. Maintaining privacy around your finances protects your relationships from being influenced by money. It also allows you to focus on building stability without distraction. Financial growth requires discipline, planning, and patience. The less noise around it, the easier it becomes to stay committed to your goals. Many successful individuals follow this principle quietly. They live their lives, make smart decisions, and grow steadily without constantly discussing their financial status. True wealth is not about proving anything to anyone. It is about creating security, freedom, and opportunities for yourself and the people you care about. Protecting your financial information is part of protecting your future. 5. Your acts of kindness. Kindness is powerful, but its true value often shines brightest when it is done quietly. In today's world, many people feel the need to announce every good thing they do. They want recognition, validation, or appreciation. But genuine kindness does not require an audience. When you help someone without expecting attention, it builds character and humility. It strengthens your sense of purpose and reminds you that doing good is not about praise, it is about impact. People who constantly talk about their generosity sometimes lose the deeper meaning behind it. Instead of focusing on helping others, the attention shifts toward recognition. Quiet kindness, however, leaves a lasting impression. When people eventually discover that you have been helping others without seeking credit, it builds respect and admiration naturally. Another reason to keep your good deeds private is that it protects the dignity of the people you help. Not everyone wants their struggles to be publicly known. By helping quietly, you respect their situation and maintain their privacy. Kindness is not a performance, it is a reflection of who you are. When you make kindness a personal value rather than a public display, it becomes more authentic and meaningful. Over time, people will recognize your character through your actions rather than your words. 6. Your family and relationship conflicts. Every relationship has challenges. Whether it is family, friendships, or romantic relationships, disagreements are part of life. However, sharing every conflict with outsiders often makes situations worse. When too many people become involved in personal matters, emotions can escalate quickly. Everyone has their own perspective, and sometimes those perspectives create more tension rather than solutions. Protecting the privacy of your relationships shows maturity and respect. When you handle conflicts calmly and privately, you create space for understanding and resolution. Public discussions about private issues can damage trust and make healing more difficult. It is also important to remember that people outside the relationship often do not see the full picture. They may judge situations based on limited information. This can lead to misunderstandings that affect how others view the people involved. Healthy relationships require communication, patience, and mutual respect. These qualities grow best in a private environment where both sides feel safe to express themselves honestly. Instead of involving many people, focus on resolving issues directly with those who are part of the situation. Strong relationships are built on trust, and trust grows when privacy is respected. 7. Your weaknesses and insecurities. Everyone has insecurities. It is part of being human. However, sharing your weaknesses with the wrong people can sometimes lead to negative consequences. Some individuals may take advantage of that information, while others may start to see you differently. This does not mean you should pretend to be perfect. Self-awareness is important, and acknowledging your weaknesses is part of growth. But there is a difference between being self-aware and exposing your vulnerabilities to everyone. Personal growth often happens quietly. It happens when you reflect, learn, and work on improving yourself over time. Instead of announcing your insecurities, focus on strengthening the areas where you feel less confident. Build skills, develop discipline, and challenge yourself to grow. As you improve, your confidence will naturally increase. People will notice the change in your behavior, your mindset, and your presence. That transformation will speak louder than any explanation. When you learn to protect certain parts of yourself while actively working on improvement, you create a balanced approach to growth. Confidence is not built by talking about change, it is built through consistent effort. Learning what to share and what to protect is one of the most powerful skills you can develop in life. Privacy gives your goals room to grow, protects your peace, and allows you to move through life with greater focus and intention. The truth is, not everyone deserves access to every part of your life. When you become more mindful about what you reveal, you begin to notice a shift in how you feel and how others treat you. You become calmer, more confident, and more in control of your direction. If this message helped you see the importance of protecting your energy and your personal journey, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This channel is dedicated to helping you develop a stronger mindset, improve your life, and become the best version of yourself. Join this growing community and stay connected for more powerful videos that will inspire you to think differently, live wisely, and build a life filled with purpose and strength.